So National Numeracy, we're a new charity. We're here to bring an unrelenting focus onto the importance of numeracy. And I'm conscious that in a room full of mathematicians, that's not necessarily a very popular term. It's not a perfect word, but the use of it that we are putting to it is confidence and competence to use numbers and think mathematically in everyday life. So we're very much about the journey that we believe everyone in the UK and internationally can make from early number understanding at preschool through to a level of numeracy that's commensurate with their daily life. And we believe that should be around level 2 or A to C at GCSE here in the UK. However, these are the stats, government stats, quite well hidden by Biz in December, but we used them on launch. The left-hand graph there shows the change from 2003 to 2011 at level 2. So that's the level that I've just explained that I think we should have our population working at. You can see that literacy has moved from 44% of the population working at that level up to 57% over those years. Numeracy, on the other hand, and this is based upon functional maths type questions, has gone the wrong way and from a much lower base. So we have a significant issue with numeracy and maths in this country amongst the general population, and that's on a survey of 7,000 adults. Now, we don't believe that there's some maths gene that 22% of the population don't have. Instead, I think there's a significant failure of the system here in the UK. There's loads of components to that, and one thing I would like to say within this forum is that there is a huge base of the population out there for whom financial literacy, all the financial literacy work that's going on for engaging in STEM and those kind of activities is just above their current level. And so we're very much about that base of the pyramid. A big part, we think, is attitudes to maths and numeracy in this country. And so this is our this is how we're looking to contribute to society and about supporting numeracy in this country. So you can see there that within the vision it's around attitudes and measurable transformation both in schools and for adults, and 4 key areas of activity. The attitudes and influence are very much interlinked as a kind of comms area, and the evidence of capability is about doing something. So in the former, we had an event at the House of Lords last week. 180 people from all kinds of different backgrounds came together who share this, seeing that this is an important area to deal with. And on the evidence and capability, the thing that we launched last week was a National Numeracy Challenge. So what we're looking to do is challenge employers across the UK to support all their workforce to get up to level 1, at least level 1, which is what you'd expect in lower secondary school here in the UK, which one would think is a modest target, but it is a target that 49% of the population currently aren't reaching. We'll look to support them through a specially developed online adaptive diagnostic assessment tool, so that's maybe slightly where the computer-based maths comes into it, and a range of learning options to suit employer and employee circumstances. We're also looking to work with the adult education sector to support anyone that's in adult learning to get their maths and numeracy up to at least level 1, and also in due course with outreach through Job Centre Plus, Citizens Advice Bureaus and so on to help those that are further away from the education system. A key part of this is developing a model of the essentials of numeracy for all. What do these adults actually really need to know? Obviously, there's linkages with lots of the stuff that Tim said, but this is our starter for 10. Lynn Churchman's leading on that work for us, who some of you in the audience will know. We've got each one of those segments is broken down in more detail on our website, and I've also got a number of these quite natty little handouts too to have a look at if any of you are interested. We think it's very important in terms of what the essentials of numeracy are, is that there's an interconnected set of ideas rather than a tick list. And so we're very keen to show all the linkages between different areas, and we've attempted to do that. And then we're developing an online adaptive diagnostic tool that's going to be built around these essentials. And it's also going to include an attitudinal element. You can see that a little bit in there in the using and applying. So the can-do mentality, perseverance, being systematic, we think are very essential elements. And Carol Dweck's kind of work on fixed or growth mindsets we think we need to address as well, and the idea of mathematical resilience. So to finish off and to address the question specifically, we believe in our tagline that's up there, that everybody in the UK needs to be numerate, and we define that as confident and competent to use numbers and think mathematically in everyday life. The flow through the education system is obviously vital in contributing to that. Maths, within the maths classroom, but certainly numeracy and maths having a far greater impact across the curriculum than is currently the case. It seems that things have gone the other way on that, and there's evidence around that in the last few years. So we absolutely need to have pupils who can use quantitative as well as qualitative methods to inform their decision making. We really like the noises that came out yesterday about everyday maths for 16 plus that MEI are leading, and including estimation, probability and decision analysis. We think those are interesting developments. But our main focus is that point 3, which is the stock of adults for whom who have been effectively failed by the system, 17 million odd of them in the UK, and we are looking through the challenge to support 1 million of them by 2018 to get their maths up to at least level 1. And that's it from me.